Greetings and welcome everybody to this week's episode of Poly Weekly News. I'm your host David Danto here as we set up our booth in Barcelona for the ISE 2022 conference. There are lots of interesting things that are going on around here. We're obviously setting up some things in the Poly booth, and I'm going to grab some of the engineers to show you what some of the announcements are going to be as we go forward. But before I do that, I ran into a friend here at the show as we were setting up, so let me give you a quick intro to my buddy Joe Way and find out what he's doing here. Hey everybody, so while I was walking around all the halls being set up, look who I ran into. It's Joe Way. Joe, tell everybody what you do.
Hey, it's amazing to run into good, friendly faces. Yeah, I'm Joe Way, Director of Learning Environments at the University of Southern California, and of course, Chair of the Higher Education Technology Managers Alliance. It's good to see you.
Good to see you. So I ran into you at NAB. Obviously, I'm going to run into you at Infocom. Why ISE? Why do you come here as well?
Well, ISE to me is actually probably one of the most important events because of the global scale of it, because you see vendors, you see product. Normally, of course, it falls in January, which is great for January, February is great for the higher ed, buying cycles, right? But also, we have this random year, right, where we're trying to still figure out what life is like post-pandemic. We have products starting to come out. We have all of our vendors, our representatives starting to get back out. And so I think it's kind of almost a duty to get out and say, okay, where are we? What is our stake in the ground? And, what does it look like going forward? Likewise, I'm actually really honored to be invited to the Avixa Diversity panel that we'll be holding on Thursday, and great to represent higher ed for that.
Okay, those are all awesome reasons, but I got to ask you, and it's unfair I'm asking you because I have the same question asked to myself. It's not open yet today. It's opening as we record this tomorrow morning. Why are you on the floor as it's being set up?
They didn't. You don't call me out. I sneak on the floor. Of course I'm going to sneak on the floor.
Neither one of us.
This is room tone.
I'm asking you why you came.
All right. I came in order to kind of get a scope. I am here on the Higher Ed AV Press Pass this week, and really being able to report for the higher ed vertical what we're seeing, what trends we have. I'm also going to be doing on Thursday afternoon a breakfast. Well, why the breakfast is at noon, at 1 o'clock, I don't know. Welcome to Barcelona. But nonetheless, we're going to be talking about kind of those show floor finds for higher ed. They're going to get us ahead, looking to the future. So I might be doing a little bit of a little reconnaissance, let's say, today. But yeah, so it's just good also to get a look at the floor, get a look at the new venue. First time in Barcelona. It's good to kind of see what this is going to look like. So when I show up tomorrow morning at the ribbon cutting, we're ready to hit it 100%.
Joe, that's awesome. So we'll stop recording now. Thank you for being here, and I'll show you a couple of sneak peeks of some things that we're showing here. So you'll add the poly to the finds that you're doing tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to that, and a good dinner with you later this week.
Absolutely. Thanks very much.
Okay, take care.
Hi there, my name is Nick van der Perk. I'm a solutions architect for EMEA at Poly, and what I'm doing today is I'm here at the ISE show, which is really amazing, and we're setting up everything now. But we have got to introduce the Studio R30 right here. So basically, what it is the P15 is really for a personal use case with a 90 degrees angle, and we introduced the R30 here to sit really in those smaller rooms, the focus rooms or the huddle rooms, I must say, to have that 120 degrees field of view with the lens in here, really optimized for those scenarios to put it in these kind of meeting rooms where we've got it right here. So really those smaller meeting rooms with 2 to 4 people, that's the maximum about, so to say. And we're introducing the microphones in here, also with acoustic vents, which locates where the speakers are. So if you're sitting right here, it will block out everything which is not in the view. It has got a speaker set in here, which is good for those optimized rooms. And the best thing is we have got these devices to manage via Wi-Fi, for example. So you can manage those devices in those meeting rooms. Imagine if you've got 100 of rooms and you want to update the software. You don't want to go one by one and one with your laptop to update those rooms. You can do that all via Wi-Fi with Poly Lens included in there.
And that was just announced today?
It has been announced today, and I'm really excited about this. And it's one of the latest additions here at Poly. And
how can people find out more?
Go to poly.com. So now we have got another great addition to the Sync family. Another one product which is announced today here at ISE. We already have the Sync 60, we've got the Sync 40, we got the Sync 20, and now we also have got the Sync 10. And remember, the Sync 60 is really for those bigger meeting rooms, and the Sync 40 for those medium meeting rooms. Sync 20 really for personal use, for the hybrid worker, where you've got a personal based user which is using mobile but also his laptop. And this really, the Sync 10 is the lower cost sync device which can only be used with your cable, with your cord, with your USB cord. So it hasn't got any battery in there, so you have to plug it in always on your personal device. But for the rest, it has got the same functionalities like the Sync 20, so the good audio pickup, the good speaker range to use it for of course conferencing, but also when you want to play music. If you're working in your home office, you can really use this one at the same time. It has got those the Microsoft Teams button on here. It's got the calling buttons, of course, and the volume controls in here. So it's basically the same device, only without the power and without Bluetooth connection.
So that's it for this week's edition of Poly Weekly News. Again, I'm your host, David Danto. For all of us here at Poly, thanks very much for joining us. Next week, we're going to have an unboxing of the R30 that you just saw with my friend Chris Netto from Starin and Midwich, and Jay McCardle, who runs products for Poly. So until then, thanks very much for joining us, and we will see you next week, Monday again, on Poly Weekly News.